me. Help me. Nigga.
One Stop for Gamers. First of all, I'd like to say thank you to you because you didn't have to accept this invitation to my page, but I'm glad that you did. So I'm hoping that this reaches you. You added me to your circles on Google Plus about a month ago. And at that time, I had no idea who you were. After some time, I began to see some videos surface, and people in the community became discouraged about some of your behavior. So I decided to launch my own internal investigation to find out what has been going on. And after conducting said investigation, I determined that you've possibly been the dumbest nigga on YouTube as long as we've had one. You see, One Stop, you're the reason that people call niggas niggas. And while I've never been the person to talk about anybody's deformities of any kind, and I'm still not that person, and I'm not going to stoop to that level. But one thing that I will say is that any deformities that you have physically are nowhere in comparison to what's wrong with you mentally. You see, One Stop, you came for somebody in my crew, Wavy Cricket. You came for him. And while I know that he's able to defend himself, when you come for one of us, you come for all of us. And I don't appreciate that. You know, in that podcast, I can't remember who it was, and I don't really care. You got to who is Wavy Cricket? Who is you? Who the hell is you? Well, you're gonna learn today just who the fuck we are. And not only is there something wrong with you, there's something wrong with those people that are sitting on that podcast with you. Because anybody that will affiliate with someone who talks about somebody's deceased mother, that speaks to women in a terrible manner, it's something wrong with them individuals. And I'm coming for y'all today too. And you call yourself One Stop for Gamers. Matter of fact, the whole phrase One Stop can be attributed to you. But I want to let you know something. The second that you respond to this video, I said the second that you respond to this video, you're gonna be the last stop for gamers. Water feats its own level. You can't stop it, Playboy. It is what it is. So I hope you're ready. I hope you got a team of gamers. You're gonna need about 6 or 7 of them. They gonna need a couple cups of coffee. They probably gonna need some illegality. But the one thing that's not gonna happen, you're not gonna beat me. It's not possible. The only thing you can do is forfeit. And I know you must have been happy when it looked like we wasn't gonna respond, but anytime you count me out, you miscounted. And I think you understand that. And you need to go tell your people. Put it on your podcast and let them know that this is a fight you can't win. And they shouldn't expect it. And maybe you'll get in the podcast and you'll just tell them that, you know, we're upcoming gamers and you respect us. And you can hand off the crown to us. And we can do this in a civilized way. But I remember when you didn't even know who Resurrection was. When you was out here just asking people, who is Resurrection? It wasn't until you found out you couldn't handle me that you didn't want to fool with me. But as soon as you got the opportunity to think I was weak, oh, you got a little bass in your voice. But let me explain something to you, One Stop. You can bring the nation. You can bring Rochelle McDonald. You can bring everybody on your podcast. And they gonna see the truth. And its name is Resurrection. Consider yourself warned.